Oh, hello everybody. Welcome. Oh, I don't mean to be screaming there. It's this headset and this brand new controller here have me acting a little different. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Royce Reports. I am your host Royce, and today we have some spicy news to talk about. We have the FTC filing an injunction to prohibit the ABK deal from going through. And we also have a brand new AAA game being developed by People Can Fly for Xbox. So let's talk about it. All right, first things first, you probably saw that sweet swag that I had, but I just gotta say that this controller is one of the sexiest controllers I have ever had for the Xbox. It is absolutely beautiful. They are on sale, so if you are able to, I definitely recommend getting the Starfield controller because I think it looks great, it feels great. The headset is okay. I'm not going to say you need to go out and get that. That is all right. But the controller itself is probably one of the best looking controllers that I've ever had the pleasure of handling with my hands, being able to grip it and touch it in places that you probably shouldn't be touching controllers in, right? Anyways, but today we have some great topics to discuss. And one of these things is People Can Fly having their own AAA game being developed underneath the Xbox banner. So this is pretty crazy. You thought that E3 was overall our Christmas, that's gamers' Christmas right there, but we're still getting little nuggets in our stocking here. And this is one of those things that we ended up getting, is that now we have confirmation that People Can Fly are working with Xbox on a brand new AAA game around $30 to $50 million. So what does this mean? Well, it could mean a number of things. It could be a brand new IP, or it could be an IP that Microsoft already owns. But either way, Microsoft is going to own this IP. This is something that is either going to be built from the ground up, brand new, and Microsoft's just going to have their name attached to it like Scalebound, or it could be something from their repertoire of IP that they have locked down tight like Disney, of all the stuff that they can possibly do and play with. So who is this team? Who is People Can Fly? You might have heard them. They're a very familiar developer that if you've been around Xbox and you know who they are, but they're most famous for their work with Gears of War Judgment. They've also done Bulletstorm, if you ever played that, but most recently they finished out with Outriders with Square Enix that also came to Xbox Game Pass day and date. So they kind of have a working relationship with Microsoft already. They have done support work for them as well. So this isn't something new, and it shouldn't be too surprising for you. The thing about it is, though, that People Can Fly is a type of studio that is hit or miss. And when I say that, I mean that in the best way I can. It's like this studio isn't the best studio. Now, does every game that needs to come out need to be a 9 out of 10? No, that's not what I'm saying here. I do not mind having a mediocre studio being handed a big check to go and do things with it, because we see what they've done before, right? You've seen Bulletstorm, and it's kind of a wannabe Gears of War type game. Gears of War Judgment, I haven't actually beaten it. Me and my friend started it a couple of months back, but because of how our lives are shaping out to be right now, we've been kind of putting that on the side for a little bit. But it definitely feels a little different. I know that Gears of War Judgment is the black sheep of the Gears of War franchise. And we also have Outriders. If you've ever played Outriders, I highly recommend playing it. Give it a shot. It's pretty fun. It is more of a B-movie style game. And what I mean by that is that the game knows it's stupid and it plays up that stupidity, and it kind of has these overacting moments that I actually kind of love, and it's pretty funny to kind of watch this happen in a video game. But it is a co-op game, a co-op experience that was pretty fun. I definitely need to go back and try to complete it more because I had a good time with it. But what I'm trying to say is that People Can Fly is a very mediocre team. And I hope that maybe with this money, they can actually do something with it and show that they aren't as mediocre as I believe them to be. I'm also rooting for these guys. These guys have had it rough with Square Enix. Outriders is an IP that they do not own. Square owns that IP. And when Square took the bag from Microsoft to place it in Game Pass, none of the people at People Can Fly had any say in the matter. Also, they never got to see any of that money whatsoever. They also hit a big milestone in sales and in engagement for the game, and they were supposed to get bonuses for that, but Square Enix kind of just didn't give them anything. And even in our most recent article, it turns out that they didn't really make a profit off of this game in general. Square Enix might have made a profit, but People Can Fly sure as hell didn't. And that's kind of a bummer. So they have a lot stacked against them. So I'm kind of rooting for these guys. So I'm happy that they're able to get that bag from Microsoft. Hopefully what they make is great. But they do have a very unique type of touch to their games that I hope they keep going forward. So People Can Fly, maybe they'll be being acquired by Microsoft at some point. This seems to be Microsoft opening up its doors and allowing other developers to work with them, like we have seen them do with Asobo and Certain Affinity. So this is very interesting. Some people are also kind of wondering that maybe this is the Gears of War trilogy remastered that we've been waiting for. I don't want to put any hopes out there. I don't want to kind of give people that hope that this could potentially be that, because it probably isn't. It would just be so weird to hear all these rumors about a Gears of War trilogy remastered, and then we're barely finding out that People Can Fly is doing a AAA game for Microsoft. But who knows? Who knows what could it be? It could be anything. Maybe another Gears spinoff. It could be a Shadowrun game or something. It could be something to do with Doom, like a Doom spinoff or a Wolfenstein spinoff or something. Who really knows what they're going to be doing? But hopefully we'll find out soon enough in due time. Moving on to the FTC, right? So the FTC finally went and they filed a preliminary injunction against Microsoft. What is this, you ask? Because I did not know and I had to look it up myself. A preliminary injunction is pretty much a way for them to prohibit Microsoft from acquiring ABK. And it's the only way you can actually stop a deal from occurring from the FTC by using this injunction. And the reason why they're doing this and bringing this up is because of the rumors around town about Microsoft trying to close the deal for ABK, regardless of what's going on with the FTC and regardless of what's going on with the CMA. So they heard those rumblings and now they're filing this injunction. But the thing about all of this is now this gives Microsoft a chance to kind of fight them in court. And we've already seen the FTC kind of have a losing streak already. And with the gamer lawsuit that was just dismissed out of court, that also ended up getting dismissed. So, and it shared the same exact knowledge and wordage that is going on with the FTC. So this can follow that suit. And if that's the case, if it does get thrown out, this leaves Microsoft open to closing this deal, and they could end up closing by July 3rd and kind of having Microsoft and Activision be under the same umbrella. Now, that means it's really soon. There's a lot going on. It's really trying to get moving. Microsoft really wants this deal to go through. They want to be able to get it by July 18th, so that way they don't have to renegotiate. And if they do have to renegotiate, that's what kind of throws this deal up in the air, because we don't really know if Microsoft's gonna be like, okay, this is enough. We're not gonna go through with it. Here's the $3 billion. All right, we're done. See ya. Or if they're gonna continue to try to extend that. Who really knows? We also have some feedback from the CMA with some insiders stating that a lot of the attorneys, a lot of the judges are kind of favoring Microsoft in the argument that CMA presented to their government. And this is because they had a very sound argument against what the CMA was trying to prohibit, which was the whole cloud gaming infrastructure. So this is something that is already being tackled by other court cases and is already losing in those court cases. Supposedly, we haven't seen a final verdict yet, but so rumor has it that the CAT is going to reject the CMA's argument and have them go back and reinstitute a brand new look at the deal. And so what Microsoft is going to do is just going to close out and forget about the UK while they figure all that out, and kind of carve out the market while that proceeding goes forward, because the CMA is going to have to redo the whole entire inspection again, and in order for them to get to a different conclusion, because they're not allowed to use the same conclusion that they already used. So if cloud was their biggest thing that they had an issue with, and now cloud is no longer an issue per the CAT, and it can't be the same issue, now they have to come up with something different. And they've already stated that the console dominance issue is no longer an issue at all to them. That is not something that they're worried about. The only thing that they were worried about was the cloud. So a lot of stuff to unpack here in regards to the FTC, in regards to the CMA, and in regards to the ABK deal in general just being closed soon. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I want it to be done. Whether or not it passes or fails, I don't really care. But that is what's going on in the gaming sphere for Xbox. So what do you guys think? Are you interested in People Can Fly? Are you kind of worried that this is going to be the same kind of mediocre Game Pass releases that we've been getting recently? Or do you think that they can really prove themselves here and show themselves off in a different way and have another Outriders moment for themselves? Or do you think it's going to fall flat on their face? And what do you think about the CMA and the FTC? Do you think this deal is going to go through? Do you think the judge is going to rule in favor of the FTC, or are they going to rule in favor of Microsoft? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching the video up until this point. There is a subscribe button right there for you if you want to hit that. There's a bell notification as well, so that way you know when my content goes up, because I don't have an upload schedule. I know life is crazy, news is crazy, things fluctuate, but I can tell you something. Get this controller. Look at that. That is so nice. This thing is unbelievable. But anyways, I hope you guys had a good time here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, take it easy.